Hey, everybody. Today we are talking about something that I think you want to know, or you think you know, or deep down inside you do know, but for whatever reason, there is resistance there. There is hesitation. There is some sort of blockage, and it prevents us from acting this way. So I'm going to talk about it today, and maybe it will shake things up and get things going in the right direction. And it's about the cycle of easy. Stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
Okay, so you guys know that I'm a single mom. I help take care of my dad. I have a lot on my plate. I have a relationship. I run a business. I have several clients. I have a team of 13. I am busy. And the only way I can fit it all in is by being really intentional. So I take this intentional idea to a whole new level because I apply it to every area of my life. I apply it to my scheduling. I apply it to how I show up. I show up intentionally, and I certainly apply it to my marketing. Being intentional is the best way to control how things need to go so that things can go smoothly. And the podcast episode is called The Cycle of Easy. And there is something easy about the feeling of things going smoothly as planned. And of course, things are going to be thrown into your face that you never expected, and things in your personal life are going to happen as well. But that's even more reason to have these things set up so that when there are bumps in the road, you have a clear path to steer yourself through them or around them or over them or under them or whatever. So having this cycle of easy type of mindset does mean that you need to have some structure so that you could be intentional. And when you're intentional in your life and you show up in your business and you are intentional in the way that you market yourself, everything does end up feeling seamless and smooth and easy. So part of having this cycle of easy does mean having systems in place. For instance, this could mean having one package to one target market so that you can repeat the process time and time again. This is a very good strategy so that what you are doing is the same thing every single time, showing up and getting better at it because you're doing the same thing every single time. Somebody who plays a musical instrument every day for an hour for 5 years is going to really be smooth in the way that they sound. They're going to have lots of talent and skill. You're going to tell that they've been doing this for a while compared to someone who pops in and out of it here and there. They've taken a few lessons, they play around with it, they leave it on a shelf for a while, they come back, they practice again year after year. And it's the same thing with creating your packages. If you have a package and you can serve one person with it and you just repeat that process, you get better and better at it and you refine the process, and then it becomes no big deal. So the example I want to bring in today is about my free 5-day challenge group called Thanks for the Clients that we run a few times during the year. And I've run it 3 times in 2020 and have absolutely loved it every single time. And if you want to check out how the challenge went, we covered that 2 podcast episodes ago. So go check that out if you're interested to see what the results were of that challenge. But the reason why I'm bringing up Thanks for the Clients Challenge Group is because we run it a few times a year. And it took a lot of hard work to set up. Running a challenge is not easy. It's an excellent marketing strategy, but it is not easy. There is so much involved. So the very first time that I ran the challenge, Thanks for the Clients, it took me 163 hours of hard work. Like, I didn't sleep. I worked really hard, but that's just because my personality is when I get sparked with this inspiration, I just have to sit down and do it till it's done. And so I crank things out like totally intense. That's just my work style. So of course, there are other people who don't work that way and they take it slow over maybe 3, 6, 12 weeks. So however you get to that is fine. But I crammed in 163 hours to create the Thanks for the Clients Challenge group. And I had my team help with other things. So that 163 hours were my 163 hours. That was my time. Of course, the strategy was involved in that a little bit. That took some time and thought. Also, delegating those things out to my team and seeing like how one thing flows to the other, that took some time, but also the actual creation of it, the images, the language, the copy, everything, what I was teaching, the workbook, so much involvement. So it was 163 hours the first time I did it. And you might say to yourself, why would you spend 163 hours to create something that isn't proven yet? You don't know how it's going to work and what the results are going to be. And the answer is you don't know. You don't know what the results are going to be until you try. And this is what marketing is. You try. When it doesn't work, all you do is take the trial as data, and data tells the story of what needs to be changed, what needs to be tweaked or fixed. Was it that you didn't get enough signups? Was it that your marketing wasn't really good? Was it that your copy, the language, what you were saying to them didn't really speak to them? Was it that you weren't sure your target market was like really, really honed in? There's so many different things it could be. But when you do that the first time, like run the challenge or do your webinar or do a workshop or launch your program, whatever it is you're doing, you have to do it once and see the results and use the response and the results as guidance for how to do it the next time. So it is worth it, whether you make a bunch of money or you don't, whether you get a lot of clients or you don't. That isn't the goal. The goal is to create a process that works and do it again. So we did that. The second time we ran Thanks for the Clients Challenge group, it took me 40 hours. That was it. I was like, we're going to do the challenge group, pop it up, boom, 40 hours. Yes, I had my team help me, but those were my 40 hours of doing the same exact work to create the challenge, but it had already been done once before, so I could use that again. Congrats to our podcast on reaching the 250th episode on December 18th. And to do something special, we decided to have a little contest. Do you want to win a marketing strategy session with me? One lucky winner will be picked to get a full hour of one-on-one support with yours truly. That's right, we'll spend our time working through whatever you need to get you unstuck with your marketing so you can hit the ground running with your business. Learn how to enter the contest, get my $600 valuable call for free, and spread the marketing love over on our YouTube channel. Entries are valid before midnight Eastern Time on December 18th. Learn more at go.melissmarketing.com/YT for YouTube. Good luck. The third time we did the challenge, it took me, listen to this, 9 hours. 9 hours. That is it. I actually decided last minute to run a challenge. I said to my team, you know what? Let's do one more challenge before the end of 2020. Let's just like do a big challenge, get everybody started on their business so that when 2021 comes around, like right at the beginning, they're in it, you know? And I said to my team, pretty last minute, let's put this together. And, you know, if you've been listening to my podcast for a while, you know that I plan things out quarterly. So to say, you know, hey, in 3.5 weeks, you want to do this challenge, it could be like, oh my gosh, it's another 200 hours. But it's not. It was only 9 hours. So I was able to just say quickly to the team, hey, let's do a challenge. Boom, 9 hours. Why? Because I refined the process. I created a process as I went, and I was able to make it better and better and better every single time. And so that's how you need to walk out into the world with, this is what I offer, and I'm going to get better at it and better at it every single time. Just like running my Marketing with Intention program. I've been running my Marketing with Intention program for a while now, and it is highly successful and sought after. And that is because it has built up a reputation of results that can come from that. And I do that again and again. And so what this means is when I show up to my coaching call, I know exactly what I'm going to teach. I know exactly how I'm going to deliver it. I know exactly what systems go with what, the best way to teach it, how people are going to react to it. I know all this because I've done it again and again and again. So my program gets better and better and better. I make tweaks every single time. So that every person that walks in the door is getting a brand new experience in the way of thinking it's the same thing I've been doing, but it's the enhanced version. And so this is how you have this cycle of easy. The way I get clients, it's a process and it works. The way that I have an endless stream of flowing leads into my digital door, it's just because I have a process and the way that it works. The way that I reach my financial goal every month is because I have a process and I know what that process equals in the way of how many clients or how much money or how I'm moving my business forward, who I'm delegating things out to, what content I'm putting out. All of that is just easy because it's again and again and again. And so I get better at it and I make tweaks to it. And that's how marketing works. Marketing is playing for the long game. And when you can create systems around your marketing, you will win it. You will be in it to win it. You will be feeding your business. Your business will be feeding you. It will be exciting. There will be growth. There is abundance there. And the best thing is to have abundance and make it feel easy and effortless. In fact, that's how you manifest. You have to make it feel easy and effortless. It's that art of allowing. The same thing about having this cycle of easy. Once you have the systems in place, then everything just works. The systems in place to coach, the systems in place to talk on the phone, the systems in place to get new clients, all of these systems in place, the system in place to create amazing, powerful content. All of these systems work together and it becomes easy because you have these things in place. So just looking back briefly, we have my Thanks for the Clients Challenge group. The first round was 163 hours, then 40 hours, and then 9 hours. And it's unbelievable. And you could go even further in this in your data. And you can say, how many hours did I spend working on this thing? And what did that translate as far as some revenue? And then you can divide that number and say, how many hours you got paid, that you paid yourself for working on this project. And so if you look at my 163 hours, it will be some number. I don't have the numbers in front of me about what the revenue was for that round, but if you divide that by 163 hours, I'm probably working $5 to $50 an hour. I don't really know because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but let's just say $50 an hour is how much I paid myself to work through that project. But now if you go to the 9 hours and the revenue that I generated from that round, now I'm paying myself thousands of dollars. So I want you to look at your data as a way of telling a story so that you can create a system around it and have this cycle of easy. It might seem overwhelming, but honestly, it's going to make you feel more in control of your business and actually be able to project what you need to about what's going to happen. I actually teach a lot about this in my Marketing with Intention program. So I hope this helps. And I want to remind you that we have a YouTube contest going on in honor of our 250th podcast episode, which is coming up very, very soon. You can win a one-on-one strategy session with me. It's a $600 value. All you got to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the rules at go.melissmarketing.com/YT. And we will be doing a drawing, and one lucky listener will be able to have a one-on-one strategy session with me, which I'm really excited about. So go check out how you can enter into that contest at go.melissmarketing.com/YT. And I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey, coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.